Again, it's going to work for you. So you can lie down here, put your head this way.
Okay.
And I'll come keep you company. Now, if this works for you, I'm going to have him do it on me, too. So I want you to yell with pain. And the basic concept, again, is, I've always thought that my back pain, and many of us have the same syndrome, comes from my hamstrings that are tight.
Right.
You're arguing that's not the problem.
Yeah. So the idea is if I was to check her hip flexion range of motion, we would say that, well, her hamstrings are tight. But the muscles that move you in flexion that the hamstrings are resisting are the hip flexors. So the weakness is on this side of the body, which causes the tightness in the hamstring. So what I want to do is actually activate the hip flexors to release the hamstrings.
So again, the tight hamstring is actually to protect your body because it senses that you got weak muscles in the front.
Exactly.
So how does she fix the problem?
So the idea is to activate these hip flexors. The brain needs to teach the muscles how to contract again. And so I want to have her actually lift her leg from the ground. I want to have you lift it up as high as you can. And then from that position, you can be your own resistance. So I just want you to lightly, for 6 seconds, push into your hand.
So folks can do this at home?
Yeah, it's a simple exercise that anybody can do. And the whole idea is to improve the communication between the brain and the muscles so that these muscles can get stronger.
And how many times a day would she need to do this?
I would have her do once a day, and she can do 6 leg lifts with 6-second holds, and she's just lightly pushing into her hand.
So just once a day I can do that and get a benefit?
Once a day, yeah.
I've got no pills, no money. Right. If we can get a benefit out of this, this is brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, next up, muscle and joint pain, and you can feel it all over your body, and it can challenge you. It can challenge you in so many different ways. I want you to meet an alternative medicine practitioner who studied ancient remedies to solve his chronic pain.
When I was a teenager, I competed in gymnastics, and it was pretty much my life. That kind of exercise really took a serious toll on my body. For years, I suffered extreme muscle strain, and I felt like my body was just coming apart. I used ice packs, prescription medication, over-the-counter medication. Nothing seemed to work. So the search to find the relief from my own pain began my career as an acupuncturist. Finally, I found relief from 2 of the oldest herbs known to man.
Acupuncturist Daniel Shu is here. What is the biggest culprit for muscle and joint pain?
Well, some of the biggest culprits are inactivity, obviously. And nowadays we have these mobile devices where we have our phones, smartphones, and our tablets and our computers, and we're constantly using them with our fingers and our hands. So we're getting a lot of joint pains in our hands and elbows and neck. And obviously one of the biggest ones is also weight gain. We spoke about that a lot in the show.
So Dr. Shu uses an ancient remedy that can work for your muscle and your joint pain. It's called herbal pain patches. So what are these patches and how do they help solve pain?
Well, typically back in the old days, a practitioner would take things like frankincense and myrrh, which, by the way, are some of the most ancient herbs used all through herbal history. Frankincense and myrrh were thought of back in the day to be magical herbs. They would relieve pain. They were antibacterial. They would promote blood flow in the good areas. They would heal the body very well. Nowadays, everything is very high-tech. So we have all different brands of patches where these herbs are actually infused into the patch.
Oh.
Yeah.
So does it matter what color they are? They're all the same?
Well, different colors for different things. The brown one has a little more ginger in it, and this one has a little more of other kinds of things in it. But they're all very good.
So Rita's joining us.
Oh.
She suffers from the muscle aches and pains we've been talking about. So what have you tried to get relief?
Hi, Dr. Oz. I recently had a baby.
Congratulations.
So I'm constantly thinking